RC. Okay guys, I'm about to have a really fun day, and let me explain why. This is the Arrma Quake. I love this truck. I have been bashing this for about 2 weeks now. Battery pack after battery pack. This has got to be one of the best RCs that have ever been produced and put out there. It's only 2-wheel drive, but it drives like a 4-wheel drive. It handles really good. It's really tough. It's really fast. It looks awesome. And I just really love this truck. It's like driving a little pillow. And you know, you really get a lot of value for your money. If you're paying $269 for this, you're getting 50+ mile an hour out of the box. Something that's really tough, looks really awesome. It's going to last a long time. There's tons of parts out there for something that's brand new. It's just an awesome truck. Definitely the best value for your dollar. And even if it was more expensive, it still would be worth it because it's just such a great RC. Certainly one of the best RC releases of all time, at least in my opinion. You know, I have so much fun driving this. I literally was out the other day, just all day driving this RC. So I decided that I'm gonna do an all-day bash today with this truck. Not just this truck though, got another one. I'm gonna go out all day and bash. I'm gonna put battery pack after battery pack through both of these. Got the green one, by the way, so I'm rocking the green and the purple now. But I just want to be able to go out all day, run 2 trucks. I'm gonna go on multiple surfaces. Gonna be rocks, dirt, sand. I'm gonna throw some sand paddles on here. I'm gonna hit the beach, and of course, big jumps. Just a full day of bashing Arrma Quake. I'm gonna edit it all together for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a comprehensive bash video of what this thing can do. Ha! But before that, I just want to take you through my last bash session. One of the last times I ran this, I had it on the beach, and I got it pretty much submerged all the way underwater. I shorted out the ESC, or at least I did it. At least I thought I did at the time. I let it dry overnight. The next day, tried it out. It dried out. It worked. So what did I do? I took it for some jumps and did some bashing, some big jumps. Ended up driving it into a curb. Hold on, let me pop this body off. Okay, so ESC receiver 2-in-1 combo, got salt water in it, so it was temporarily shorted out. The thing fixed itself. Hallelujah. The one weak point I found on this truck is right here where the battery door snaps shut. If you saw my last video about this, my unbox and bash video, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link down in the description. But in that video, I hit a curb pretty much at 40 miles an hour, and the only damage I got was I broke the battery door here. So if you look, you can see on this side where the battery door snaps shut. You see where that's cracked on both sides? Well, on this side, it didn't just crack. It kind of just broke. So that's the weak point on this truck. This is the only spot I found that's a weak point on this truck, is right there. But I got news for you. Don't hit a curb at 40 miles an hour, and you're probably not going to really damage anything. But that was what I did. Also, the other thing that happened was the axle shaft, the gear shaft in the transmission here. There's a shaft in here that has a long gear on it. The 2 bearings on that gear, there's a big bearing and a small bearing. Both of those rusted and seized up on me. So like I was locked up in the rear. I couldn't do anything. So I pulled everything out. I didn't have the bearing sizes. I only had 1 bearing size. The bigger bearing, I didn't have it. But lucky I had some of this bearing oil here. So I just took everything apart, re-lubed it up, and it seemed to be working. So that's what I'm going to be running. This is one of the ones I'm going to be running. I also have these sand paddles. These sand paddles are going on. So I'm going to run one truck like that. I'm going to run this truck like that with sand paddles, and then the other one I'm going to run bone stock and hit some crazy jumps with it. Also, I just want to point out, in my last video, I was concerned about the body not having any sort of a roof skid here. That turned out to be fine, actually, because I had this thing upside down a lot on its roof, on pavement, sliding all over the place. And it's scratched up, as you can see. It's not really that bad. You know, there's scratches, though. But I thought this whole thing was just going to be a crumple zone, and it really wasn't. This is a very firm part of the body, and it is taking a beating up here. So you don't really need the roof skids. They probably would be very welcome if you put them there, fine, but not an absolute necessity, it turns out. All right, let me get this out of the box. So I'm not really going to do an unboxing video. If you guys want to see this unboxed, check out my unbox and bash video of the Arrma Quake. Link in the description below. However, I do love that on the 2 to 3S line, Arrma is labeling their transmitters with what vehicle they go to. Because up until now, I've basically just been taking my transmitters, putting a piece of tape on the bottom, and that's how I identify what transmitter goes with what RC. And, you know, if you start collecting RCs and you build up a collection, like this, you end up with a lot of transmitters. Yes, I have some transmitters you can put multiple cars on, and I have that going on here, but you know, the RTRs, they come with what they come with, and you got to do something with them. So I'm really loving this right here. Cool beans! So I know I said I'm not doing an unboxing video, but come on, is there no better feeling than pulling the new RC out of a box? There we go, nice new Arrma Quake. Gaboom. Cue the angel music. Yes, I am going to get you dirty. Oh my God, I'm about to have a very fun day. Quake versus Quake. So the Quake comes with plastic oil-filled shocks. They're not threaded, use preload spacers. This one, I have no preload spacers on. That's what it looks like out of the box. This one, I put one large preload spacer on the front only to kind of just lift it up a little bit. So you can see that's goes back to bones level. If you don't use the preload spacers out of the box, it kind of just sits there. See how very slow that return is? And it kind of just sits a little bit lower than what a monster truck should be. A monster truck should be up here, in my opinion. So put one set of fat preload spacers on your new Quake. Fat preload spacer, no preload spacer. You can see the difference. Might make the front end a little bouncy, but I think it's better than just kind of bottoming out and not springing back to bones level. Okay, I got some batteries charged up. I got the Quakes all ready to go. I'm so excited. I have a beautiful day out today, and I'm so excited to be running both of these trucks today, doing some big jumps, going to be hitting multiple surfaces. I'm so psyched. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Every time you click that button, it helps me out immensely. I love making these videos for you guys. I want to continue to do it. I'm having so much fun doing it, and you guys seem to like what I'm doing so far, so please don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the video. All right, guys, here we are at spot number 1. Look at this spot I'm in. Woo! I mean, come on. I have the best places to bash on Staten Island. Anyway, here's spot number 1. Let's do some jumps here. Guys, I don't even know how to tell you that this is one of the most fun trucks that's out there, man. I am having such a blast bashing this thing. Oh, right on the wheelie bar. give it a little help. Guys, if you hear a lot of car noise in the back, it's because I got the Verrazano Bridge right on top of me here in this park. What a great park to bash in. Oh. Probably looks so far away, but it's really not. I've just really zoomed out wide. Oh, there it goes. Up in smoke. This is what happens when you use cheap batteries, guys. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's my ESC that caught on fire. Wow, that lasted about a half a battery pack, guys. What the heck? Holy moly. Look at that, fried it. Look at that, fried it. Holy shnikes, guys. What the heck? That lasted about a half a battery pack before I fried it. Holy moly, guys. What the heck? There goes my full day of bashing, because I literally just cooked this ESC with a half a battery. Still popping and sizzling. I don't know if you guys hear that. This is the battery I have in there. And I don't know, man. The ESC is cooked. Holy shit, that ESC is cooked, guys. That is a cooked ESC. I'm not sure why that would fry like that right out of the box. Not even one battery pack. I'm not sure why that would fry up like that right out of the box, but I mean, look at that. Holy moly, guys. There was literally a flame shooting out of this thing. I thought it was the battery, but the battery is perfectly fine. The ESC just burst into flames and melted. What the fuck? Look at the underside of the body. Fried. Look at that. Wow, guys. Totally fried it. Holy moly. Look at that. The windows started. Totally cooked it, man. Okay, Arrma, you gotta explain this one to me, please. That should last more than a half a battery. But anyway, good thing I brought another Quake with me. I'm gonna go get the purple one set up and continue on. All right, guys. That's all it wants to do is wheelie. Okay, guys, here we are, spot number 4. This is the closest thing I have to a construction site, so let's check it out. Right, got some rocky surfaces, we did some sand, we did some loose dirt, we did beach, we did grass, we did big jumps. We really did everything today. Here's a rock and grass combo for you. Rocks and grass together. Fucking wild. Wood chips. What other surfaces can I do with this? Got some salt over here. Let's do a big pile of salt. How about that? Winter's coming. We got salt stacked up. I don't think anybody's ever bashed in salt before, guys. I think I might be the first. Not enough room here to get a good run up to maybe jump it, but let's see what I can do here. Okay. I gotta tell you, I think wood chips are probably the worst thing you can run your RC through. Worse than rocks, worse than sand. Wood chips just get jammed in everything. And I mean everything. So if you have like a very simple layout, like the Quake has a simple chassis layout, it's easier to clean all the wood chips and stuff out of there and less chance of getting wood chips jammed and everything. Obviously not meant for this. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's get up in here. Here we go. Guys, I'm literally covering every surface here. Let's hit this tree branch and see what happens. There you go, that's what happened. Not the best spot. This is not the best spot, guys. Not gonna lie. Can't really get a lot of speed up, can't open it up. A lot of wood chips, but good for rumbling around. Some slow speed rumbling. You know, you can get some speed here. Especially down that little straight right there, get some nice speed. But this is really a fun place, like for a real monster truck, like a four-wheel, like the USA 1 would probably be really fun in here. Definitely a tough surface, not gonna lie, but it's handling it. I mean, you see, this is lumpy as can be. Hung up on something. Wood chips are no fun. Not a fan of bashing in wood chips. It looks like we got a little jump here. Let's see what we got. Not really. Not quite. So this truck is fun on the beach. It's fun in the rocks. It's fun in the grass. It's fun in the wood chips. It's fun in the salt. It's fun on the trails. But it's the most fun jumping it and doing big jumps. Seems like that's where it's the most comfortable because it's very controllable in the air. But I think you can very clearly have fun with it anywhere though. You know? None of these wood chip piles are sloped the right way for me to launch anything here. Guys, I am literally taking this truck everywhere for you today. Everywhere. I gotta let the joggers go. Come on. Holy Christ. That took a long time to stop. Let's see if we can get some wheelie action going. All right, this spot's a little boring. Let's go somewhere else. In case you were wondering how I close my battery door, there you go. I just tied it shut. All right, let's do some loose dirt. I mean, you know you got a lot of torque. Like, this is the loosest gravelly, dirty surface you can drive on, and it's effortless. Like, you just tap the throttle and the front end comes up. I'm not even grabbing it all the way. Just tapping it. See? Little taps. All right, cool. Let's do some grass. Do some grass jumps, to be specific. Actually, let's hit this little dirt pile first. Oh, snagged on a rock. Let's do some dirt piles. Rocky dirt pile, let's go. I think my battery door contraption is working, guys. Good coppers, got the coppers. Go get them. So that little kick out, rear wheels kick out, slammed on the brakes and brought the nose right back around. I'm telling you guys, this is one of the best RCs ever made. 100%, even though I fried my ESC a half a battery in. That half a battery was fun, man. Oh. Let's do this. Line the ramp up with the shadow. Now I got a nice line to line up with. Landed on that rear corner. Seems okay though. Seems pretty good. Now we're gonna go here. Let's do this. Hey guys. There we go. Let's do that. Man, I am just off my game today. I cannot hit this ramp. Some days I come out to bash and I'm just struggling to hit the ramp. Other days I come out to bash and I'm launching, you know, 40, 50-foot bombs. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Okay. Boom. Boom, guys. I broke something because everything's looking crabby back there. I don't know what that is. Oh, the body. The body got crabby on me. Okay, back on the bench. That was an interesting day of bashing. I went to a big grassy area for some jumps. I went to the beach. I went to like a semi-construction site. I did some gravel, some loose dirt, all kinds of different terrain and bashing today. And this one really made it through the whole day. This is the one I ran into a curb 3 weeks ago during my unbox and bash video. And really didn't do much damage to it except for the battery door snaps right here. This one is brand new out of the box. And let's just say I'm just a little disappointed because I've been touting this as one of the greatest RCs ever made. And then I'm driving this one out of the box and I got a half a battery pack through and fried the snot out of this ESC. Just absolutely torched it. I don't know what happened. I just had a 3S battery in there. I got about halfway through. All of a sudden, it was just standing there next to me and I heard like a little pop fizz. And sure enough, there was flames coming from underneath the body. Look at the body, got torched. Look at it to a body that's not torched. You can see the difference here. Look at that. So, all in all, I guess the body held up pretty good because that's a straight up fire that was going on in there. But yeah, fried the ESC. And like, I'm driving home and like, when it happened, I was upset because it's like, it's a brand new truck. Like, why is my ESC frying half a battery through? And I've seen people online, you know, having problems with these ESCs, the LVC coming in too early or whatever. You know, there's people have been complaining about these. And people asking me if I have been having issues, and I haven't had any issues so far. So I'm thinking about it on the way home. Like, I literally have almost every 2 to 3S vehicle, multiples of some of them. Like, I have 2 Typhons, those are 2 to 3S. I got the Sentin and the Fury, those are both 2 to 3S. The Big Rock 2 to 3S, the Granite 2 to 3S, the Vortex 2 to 3S, all these trucks. And I've never once had any issues, not even an LVC issue with this system. So I was always like, I was wondering why people were having so many problems. And then today I had an issue. So I don't think people are having this issue. I just think this may be defective because why would it fry like that a half a battery pack in? Look at that. I just think this is maybe a one-off because I know people are having issues, but they're not doing this. They're not frying their ESC to oblivion like that, nearly torching their whole car. I actually, when it flipped over, I managed to get the battery door open and unplug the battery while the flames were happening because the truck was upside down like this. Luckily, you could just kind of like pop these doors, you know, and I was able to just yank the battery out of there. Regardless, having said all that, still one of my favorite bashers of all time. This truck is just too much fun. It's literally too much fun. There's too much fun to be had here. Okay? But you know what? It's an amazing truck. It's an amazing truck. I had such a good time bashing these today. And even though I fried the ESC a half a battery pack in, that half a battery pack was a ton of fun. I'm sure the footage speaks for itself because I was launching that thing. But no, great trucks. I had a great day today. I had a lot of fun bashing today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. It really helps me a lot. Thanks for watching, guys.
RC